Oi. Oh Liam, check out the size of this whiting. Yeah folks, Fraser Island whiting.
Almost through. And I did it before, Luke.
Yeah, she got the first fish of the day. G'day, my name is Luke and this is my wife Jen. And here are our two growing boys, Liam and Elliot. We've been fishing, boating and exploring the pristine waters of the Fraser Coast for about 10 years now. So subscribe and come join the adventure.
So what are you letting the tyres down to?
I'll start on 30 psi because the tracks look firm, and we'll just see how we go. And if we start getting a little stuck, I'll lower them down a little bit more. But 30 is good because we're carrying a fair bit of weight. So.
Hey Liam, what's happening?
I'm about to go fishing.
What are you going to catch? Please don't say fish.
Giant tailor.
Giant tailor, that's the target species, is it? And how are you going to catch them?
I'll do what Dad tells me.
I've got that on video. Forever, I'll do what Dad tells me.
Or maybe a little bit different.
Righto folks, we're back on Fraser Island. Really exciting. This time we got the family with us. We're going to try beach jigging to kick off. I've got the 9'6" rod, 5000 Saragossa and the little jig para. And I've given Liam a very similar setup. He's on the atomic rod. And we're going to go see if Liam, not Elliot, we'll do Elliot later. We're going to go see if Liam can actually catch a fish beach jigging. So we've got a gutter coming across the front of two sandbanks. You see the sandbanks? And on the inside of each of those sandbanks, you can see white froth, yeah, foam. I want you to aim for the foam and then we'll move into the middle of the gutter as we go, all right? Erratic action. You've seen the video?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's our target area. So you got foam on the edge of a sandbank over here, bit of foam, and then we got another sandbank here with a bit of foam and a deep channel in between. Start on the edge and we're going to work our way in. Not constant, erratic. Oh. Get a hit? No.
Okay, first fish has been landed.
Looks like the darts still like the jigs.
Awesome.
You hit that first drop.
Cool.
Rightio folks, well the weather has gone to cactus on the eastern side of the island. We've got 30 knot winds punching into the beach, which is not very conducive to beach fishing. So what do you do when you're on the trip of your lifetime to Fraser Island and the weather goes bad? Well, luckily there's a number of tracks that will take you over to the western side of the island. So that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going from Happy Valley across to Moon Point. We're going to explore a few little tracks that we've never seen before, and we're going to try and sneak into the top end of a few creeks and have a bit of a fish. There's a couple of other destinations a bit further up the island. You can slip over to Warali Creek, Awinya, Watumba, and there's other options down south. So you generally find if the weather's bad on one side, you can shoot over to the other side. So plenty of options.
We're going to send Luke in. He's going to check how deep the water is. It's pretty muddy. What's the verdict?
Big hole right there. Right there.
Oh, there's a hole there, but it's through. Oh, yeah. Ah, almost through.
That's bad. Oh, that's kind of deep.
Oops.
The
I took-
exhaust was under as well.
Yeah, but we gotta. I turned it
That's right,
off,
you
but
can
he actually
smell
reversed
both.
back out. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna. What's he gonna do?
Please.
Gosh, this.
We're getting stuck. I know it for facts.
Oh, we.
Dude, like there's a meter hole.
That was way better that
Okay, so it turns out there's a very deep hole. It's not a big hole, it's just very soft. Hey Liam, you should take your shoes off.
side. You're gonna lose him.
Yeah, on that side. So I ended up, I thought the hole was on the right hand side, but if you hug right hard on the right hand side, I was okay.
Okay. Well, no.
It's
that's
just a
okay.
case of where I was poking and I obviously missed
It
that
only
part.
takes one wheel bit. What's the plan, Liam?
Catch a whiting.
Whiting. Not a bad spot.
Yep.
Bit different out the front at the Eastern Beach this morning.
Very different.
Oh yeah, I
About
like it here.
20 knots different. Cooking at K'gari, dear. It's a little different, isn't it?
It's not boat bacon either.
It's not boat bacon. What are we having?
I'm trying to think of a fancy name for it at the moment. All I'm coming up with is kungal chabapi, which
Kungal
doesn't
chabapi.
really.
Lift the lid. Let's have a look. Oh, little sausages. Oh, and the view.
Pretty nice.
It's pretty cool to be cooking here. Not a bad spot, folks. Travelled over to Moon Point this morning. We've been down a few little tracks along the way just to have an explore. Bit of a fish. Boys are having a fish now. The other side of the island, you wouldn't believe, it's blowing 30 knots on the beach. It's raining. We're getting the occasional little light shower on this side. But there's a little bit of wind, but nowhere near on the other side. So, oh, the sun has come out there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Ready for lunch? Sizzle, sizzle. The old atomic roll. Woohoo! Love catching fish on Fraser. Have to find another day. It was just undersized, folks. I was very ill prepared, didn't have a ruler or anything. So I had to run back. Actually empty the water out.
Okay. Woo! Just squirted. Okay.
Righto folks, we're going to, the wind is still blowing a bit. Conditions aren't quite perfect. It's meant to get better later today and into tomorrow. So we're actually going to have a crack with some bait as well. Last trip pippies was really handy. So we're looking for pippies again. So let's see if there's one here. There it is. Ooh, you found a pippy. Okay, I think that's plenty, boys. That's plenty. Happy?
How long did that take? About 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
So we got 20.
Yep.
19 or 20.
So the bit easy, you can do it on the, hold that up. You can do it on there, or you can use your pliers. Okay? Smash it up. Get rid of all the shelly bits. You see this meat part here? Pull that out. That's what you want to have go on your hook. Okay? So, little size 4 or size 6. Through the flesh. A couple of times. Thread it up the hook. Okay? And then make sure you got a bit of the hook hanging out. And that's your bait presentation. You can do that?
Yep.
You're going to set it all up yourself?
Yep.
Okay, and you can use that plate to bash your pippy on. Big bream.
Lovely.
Beautiful fish. Oi. Oh, Liam, check out the size of this whiting. That's a stonker.
The whiting.
Oh,
Oh, how big's that?
oh, down a sec.
In the same spot as the bream?
Check that out, folks. Fraser Island whiting.
We're in the sandbank. Elliot, come back a bit. It's deep over there.
Look in the bucket. Quick, the fish right there.
Another bream. Oh, a bit small.
Get the measuring thing out. Show me how long he is. They're just here on this ledge, right in front of us. Oh yeah. When they start tapping, just start winding slowly. Don't strike too early. Oh, don't strike too early. Oh, that's a good one. It was like another bream, I think. Ciao, Liam. Big whiting. Big whiting. Oh! That's a stonker. They are right in that hole. Righto, folks. Well, we've caught some stonker whiting this morning with some good bream as well. The weather's slowly easing as they predicted through Wednesday, which is really good. I'm really hoping Liam can get onto one. He's trying to copy his grandfather, Shane. He's got the old Hervey out. He's struggling a bit because he's learning how to use it. But anyway, I've run out of pippies. We only grabbed about 20 this morning, so I'm on the hunt for fresh bait. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Try and get it out. There we go. Nice work, he's undersized, mate. Fish cleaning time, ready for dinner, while the boys explore a creek, having a bit of fun. So there we go, folks. Fresh caught whiting and bream fillets for dinner, straight off the eastern beach of Fraser Island. How good does this look? The pibbies did the damage today. I tried using the jig. 15 grams into that wind is a little hard. A few taps but nothing, but the bait really worked for us today. Weather forecast for tomorrow is for it to ease right off, so we'll give everything a go tomorrow and see if we can do the same. But this is looking pretty good for dinner. Yum yum. I think if we can get the boys out of the water, we might go back home and cook up dinner. Okay dear, what are we doing?
Just pan frying the fish, very simple tonight.
Very simple. So have you prepared the fish in any way, or?
I have just trimmed any obvious bones, which of course there weren't many because you filleted it so well. And then I've just put some salt and pepper on, that's all. I had another recipe up my sleeve, but I thought I'll stick to just plain and simple tonight so we can taste how fresh it is. What I'll need to do. I'll probably serve it in some wraps. Some various bits and pieces. That's from our garden, do you know? It's last of our lettuce.
Some wraps.
Coriander.
What?
That's what you and my dad like, apparently.
Very funny, very funny.
Wow, these cook fast.
Oh yeah. Righto folks, fresh fish for dinner. It is, I know I said this in the last video, it is very easy to do when you're in a fully self-contained apartment like what we are here. It's pretty much got everything you need. It just makes it too easy, really.
And a dishwasher to
And a dishwasher to clean it all up as well. Yeah, so I better go check on my other little boy because he's in the bathroom, last seen using all the hot water.
Oh, decisions. What's the best looking bit? Which one looks crispiest? Looks pretty good. Okay, some salad.
Oh. Righto folks, I thought what I'd do today is show you the rig that we're using. I know I've shown it in a previous video, but I've actually altered it slightly for this trip. So this is the business end. Okay, we've got the size 4 Gamakatsu worm hook, little red bead, bit of red tubing, and the thing that I've actually changed this trip, and it's to do with the larger moon phase that we're in, is the sinker. It's a size 1, I think they call them sand sinkers, I'm not sure, but it's a slightly flatter sinker than what I'd usually use. Usually I use a running ball sinker, so a much rounder sinker, whereas this one's a bit flatter. I hope you can actually see that. Still got round on one side, bit flatter on there. Okay, because we had a new moon yesterday, and what I'm finding is there's a lot more water movement, and because we're fishing really light, those running ball sinkers in this moon phase hits the water and they just take off basically down the gutter, whereas this one doesn't tumble as much, still moves along but not quite as fast, keeps you in the zone a little bit longer. Okay, I don't know, 40 centimeters a leader up to the braid, double uni knot, and then we're good to go. Same rods that I was using last time. Got the 9-foot ledge, and I've actually got arrows as well. Really light outfits that everybody's been using today, so it's been really good. And everybody's using the identical setup. And the thing I like about these worm hooks, I think I mentioned it last time, and it'll be really hard to show up in the camera, but especially if we got, you may be able to see the little barbs up the top there, but when you thread the pippy on, the barbs just manage to grab hold of it really nicely and hold it on there. So that's the rig we're using. I was going to put the drone up and show you the gutter and all that sort of stuff, but there's too much wind, too much rain. So I'll use a bit of stock footage from our last trip to explain the layout and everything again, so you can get a good idea of how we're fishing the gutters. Don't reel it in too hard, walk it up. Just walk, don't reel anymore. Don't try and pull against the wave. Just keep walking, keep walking. Keep it low, keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
I think it was on there for a little bit. I thought it was just nibbling.
How's that feel, dear?
Good.
Felt good?
Hunter-gatherer.
Hunter-gatherer Jen. Nice work.
And I did it before Luke.
Yeah, she got the first fish of the day.
Of the day.
Woohoo! You got yourself a whiting, mate.
Yeah.
Nice work. Challenging conditions this morning, folks. We've got wind and rain and all sorts. Mum's caught a couple of fish and now she's showing the little fella how to do it. I better catch up. Get the rod tip up. Just slowly walk back as you're bringing it in. Slowly walk it back. Keep walking back. Keep walking back. Okay, stop whining and now just walk back. Walk back. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking until he's up with me. You keep walking. Okay, stop. How'd you go, buddy?
Good.
Got your first whiting? Oh, he's a bit wiggly, isn't he? Oh! Alright, you want to pop him in my bag with the other ones? Pop him in. Good work. And get one more of those, buddy, and we got dinner. Challenging filming conditions, folks, even for a GoPro. I think there's a lot of water on the lens, mist, rain, everything going on. But the boys are into it and they're having a bit of fun. Cool, folks. Every member of the family today has caught a fish. Absolutely outstanding. We're almost out of pippies, so wait for Liam to lose his last bait or hopefully get a fish, and we're going to go for a bit of a drive, see if we can find a few more. If we can, we'll fish another gutter, depending on what the weather's doing. It's actually a bit of sun peeking out, and then if we don't, we'll go clean the fish we've got, head back to our accommodation because it's getting a bit chilly. Righto, folks, last night of our family getaway on Fraser. We're having a giant cook up tonight. We're cooking everything that was left over in the fridge. We caught a nice bag of whiting today. So we got some chicken on the go, cook up the whiting as well. Anything else we find in the fridge. Veggies. Yeah, veggies, all sorts of stuff. For our final night before we head on home, back to reality. So that is about to go in
there.
Oh, that's going to cook nice and quick. Sizzle, sizzle. Did you say something about veggies as well? Oh, veggies.
Be all steamed up now.
Oh. And meanwhile, Twiddledee and Twiddledum are fighting on the couch.
You can get rid of. Starts.